Machine guns were used to protect trenches. It killed 8.5 million people. Effective enough that a countermeasure had to be developed. Tanks, which also used machine guns, needed 4 to 6 men to operate. Had to be on a flat surface. Field guns had a long range and could deliver devastating blows to the enemy, but needed up to 12 men to operate. Shells exploded on impact. It was the most effective weapon in World War I. Allowed a handful of men to exert a firepower that previously had needed hundreds of foot soldiers. Artillery. 3 classes of artillery. Guns and cannons. Weapons generally used in direct sight shooting. Howards. Weapons used for the indirect shooting. Mortars. Heavy guns used for indirect shooting only. They had incredible range. Germans created the largest form of artillery mainly used for intimidation. Britain followed in the gigantic artillery race. Mortars could easily fit into and could be fired over vertical trench walls. They could fire chemical shells, fired massive shells that exploded on impact and caused damage in a very wide radius.
Machine guns and artillery would have a great impact on future conflicts. The U.S. caliber is a GPS-guided 155mm artillery shell in Afghanistan and Iraq. Typical situation has enemy gunmen holding out in one building of a walled compound or village. In nearby buildings, there are women and children. While killing the enemy is good, killing the civils can be worse. Smart bombs should be able to fix this, except that sometimes a small smart bomb, the 500-pounder, has too much bang. A 155mm artillery shell should do the trick. Bombing to eliminate hostiles and not civilians. Unguided shells land anywhere within a 200-meter circle. The GPS-guided Excalibur shell falls within a 10-meter circle. After a year of use in Iraq, the troops find Excalibur invaluable for hitting just what you want to hit. For most nations, the drawback is the cost. A dumb 155mm shell costs under $1,000, while one Excalibur costs $150,000. When you take into action the civilian lives saved, it's a different story. Moreover, friendly troops can be closer to the target when Excalibur is used, meaning your infantry can get into the shell target quicker before any surviving enemy can get ready to shoot back. Machine guns. Machine guns are now being mounted on remote-controlled robots in Afghanistan. Example, North Troops Camel has upgraded from 12-man crews to 1 man with a controller. Massive 50 caliber M2 machine gun mounted on top. It's controlled remotely by a touchscreen, all-weather and all-terrain vehicles, so these machine guns can travel anywhere, no longer putting man in harm's way and risking lives.
So there's this guy over there. He looked at me funny. We're gonna get him. I brought this guy. Single shot causes a lot of damage. See him over there? Look, he's just sitting over there like he owes me money. Let's go. So that single shot wasn't the most effective thing. So I brought a fully automatic machine gun. It should do the trick.